You say sorry before you ask a question. You say sorry when someone bumps into you, for taking up space in a conversation, for needing something. You say sorry when you cry. And sometimes, in the quietest moments, you say sorry for nothing at all, just for being in the room. This is not politeness. Over-apologizing, pathological appeasement, none of these names capture what it actually feels like. Because from the inside, it feels like the truth. A continuous calculation that runs in the background of every interaction, producing the same output every time. You are too much. You are not enough. Either way, you owe someone an apology for it. No one is born apologizing for themselves. This calculation was learned from the accumulated texture of a particular kind of growing up. The message you received was clear. Your needs are inconvenient. Your feelings are too large. The version of you that takes up space is difficult, and difficult things make people uncomfortable. Psychologists call the response to this the fawn trauma response. Unlike fight or flight, fawn moves toward the threat. It makes itself useful, agreeable, small. It learns to anticipate what the room needs and to preemptively apologize. There is a calculation that runs constantly in your mind. You cannot see it from the outside. It looks like politeness. Before you speak, you assess. Is this the right time? Is this person carrying too much? Is the need you are about to express legitimate enough to justify placing it in front of another person? And almost always, the answer is, not yet. Not now. So you wait. Or you phrase the need as a question so small it barely exists. Psychologists call this minimization. It produces something that looks like selflessness, like someone who simply does not need very much. But it is not selflessness. It is someone who learned that needing things out loud is a risk they cannot afford. There is a voice that accompanies this pattern, and it is not a kind voice. It reviews every interaction, looking for the moment where you were too much, where you should have been quieter, smaller, less. It tells you that the silence from someone you care about is a verdict. That when things go wrong, the error is probably yours. Underneath all of it is a foundational belief you have never said out loud. The belief that your presence in other people's lives costs them something. That the people who say they want you around are just being generous, tolerating something they quietly accepted. This belief is not true, but it is old, and old things feel like facts. The cost of this pattern compounds over years. The first cost is the relationships it prevents. Genuine intimacy requires the ability to be seen wanting something, to arrive in front of another person with your actual requirements intact, without having pre-edited them. The second cost is the relationship you develop with yourself. The same voice that assesses whether your needs are legitimate in front of others assesses them when you are alone. You have spent years being the person who does not ask for too much, and somewhere in that practice, you stopped knowing what you would ask for if asking felt safe. The third cost is the bone-deep exhaustion of someone who has been managing and apologizing for their own existence for as long as they can remember. Here is the thing that no one told you. You were not too much. You were in an environment that had too little capacity for who you actually were. Those are not the same thing. The apology you have been offering, in rooms, in relationships, in the quiet of your own company, was never owed. Not for your needs, not for your feelings, not for the space your body takes up. You were not a burden that should have been lighter. You were a person who deserved more room than you were given. Unlearning this requires something incredibly difficult. It requires, slowly and repeatedly, choosing not to apologize for things that were never wrong. starting with this. Starting with being in the room, taking up exactly as much space as you actually take up, and offering no apology for it to no one.